Welcome into this week's edition of the Player Profile Series. I'm Cam McGuire here, sitting along senior forward George Gerasimou. George, what a year it's been for you. 9 games, 9 points, and you got your first goal October 28th against UW Eau Claire. Walk me through that one.
Yeah, even just looking back the past couple of years, been pretty frustrated. First 2 years on defense, and then even last year on forward, but a little frustration production-wise. But came into this year with a little different mindset. Got on the line with some Austin Exoy, Davis DeCourt, guys that are going to work hard, game in, game out, and it's paid dividends for us so far, and hope it continues. So.
And, you've been lighting it up on the score sheet, and you've been playing really well. 3 goals, 6 assists. You've had a 4-game point streak this season, and you've had a point in 6 out of 9 games this season. Talk about your line a little bit, because you guys are really clicking.
Yeah, Coach couldn't put us together at the beginning of the season, and, it just kind of seemed to gel right away. And like I said, we're kind of guys that, work hard game in, game out. Exoy's got a lot of skill, and, it's just been clicking right now for us. So hoping it continues, yeah.
So Charlie Izagiri, I got to ask you about this one. You lived with him, what now? This is your 4th year living with him, right?
Supposed to be 4th year, but 3rd year actually.
Okay,
correct.
gotcha.
Yep.
So you look at the past 2 weekends, similar plays, and we take a look right here at these clips. Mm-hmm. Just setting them up backdoor, and all he's got to do is tap it in. Do you give him little stuff about that one? You let him remind him who got him that pass?
Oh, of course, yeah. Past couple of years, he's been giving me crap about not getting any points, but look who's giving him the points now. So yeah.
So you grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. Talk about a little bit hockey down there. Obviously, from what I know, not too big.
Yeah, the year I moved down there in 2014, Carolina actually won the Cup, and it definitely sparked a lot of interest in Carolina, and it's growing year after year now, and just hoping to continue it grows. Yeah, so
you're actually not a Carolina fan, from what I know. You're a Pittsburgh fan, and you tell me a bit about your roots in Pittsburgh a little bit.
Yeah, parents grew up there. Most of my family lives there as well. Mom went to Penn State, Dad went to Pitt, and actually after we moved down there, I loved it so much I wanted to go back. I was even able to spend a lot of time with family when I moved back there for juniors, and it's just a great place to grow up. So.
So you played 1 season with the Pittsburgh Junior Penguins, and then it was down to the Atlanta Junior Knights. How'd you end up there?
Yeah, one of the coaches saw me play in Pittsburgh, and kind of looking for different options at that time, and I remember playing against them when I was in Carolina, and they always were a big, strong team, very competitive, so kind of ended up there just that way. So,
just like most hockey players, it's been what a road it's been here. You went from Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and then you ended your junior career in New Hampshire. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, another small world. My billet mom actually in Atlanta was good friends with a head coach. She used to billet for the family in New Hampshire and got in contact with Ryan Frew and ended up a tryout there and made the team. And it was a great program there. I'm glad I ended up my junior career there. So. And
you played with Sean Nelson in New Hampshire, if I'm correct, right?
Very much. Yeah, he's my captain there as well as he is now. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, who's the biggest clown on this squad?
Biggest clown, there's definitely a lot of them on this team, but probably George Argelopoulos if I had to choose one.
Okay.
So, just every day in and day out, he's making the guys laugh and just keeping it loose. So.
And I don't know if you know this, but earlier this season when I talked to Sean, he awarded you with the biggest clown on the team. What do you think of that?
I thought it was a mistake at first. I got a text from someone that I was the biggest clown, and I was like, no, he probably meant George Argelopoulos. But at the house, I'm kind of a little more open and a little more funny. At least Sean thinks so. So, but yeah. Yeah.
And so this one here, look at this team. You're stranded on an island with one guy from this team. Who would you want it to be and why?
Oh, God. None of my roommates. No, just kidding. Probably Sean Nelson. I think Billy said that earlier in the year. Very resourceful guy. He's smart in those situations, and just good leader as we kind of seen. So.
Well, I got to stick around Sean more because you guys are picking him. He seems like a very useful guy. So, you look at it, you're going to graduate in May. What are you going to miss most when you look back at your time here at Lake Forest?
Yeah, probably the camaraderie. Other than hockey, obviously, but the camaraderie just at the small school feel that you get at Lake Forest. Just being around the guys. Most of the school, most of them are athletes. It's just nice, that kind of feel, going to each other's games, and you don't really get that at a big school, and I think that's a really good feeling. I'm definitely going to miss it when I graduate. So
you're a finance major and a neuroscience double major, right? Yeah. So what are your plans? Do you know your plans yet for after graduation? You looking to stay around here or maybe go south where you've been in the past?
Yeah, actually last summer I interned at Medline Industries, and I was actually offered a full-time position with a finance rotational program at that company, and very excited about that. I'd probably start a month or 2 after graduation. So, yeah.
That's awesome, George. Keep up the hard work and keep up grinding out there on the ice. You're having a great year. Thanks for talking to me.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
And folks, that's been another edition of the Player Profile Series. Thanks for watching.